Hello, beautiful people, and thanks so much for watching us here on Great Day, Louisiana. I'm Malik Mingo. As always, happy hump day or just Wednesday. I hope you're doing well today. As always, we have a great show for you all. We're beginning with a conversation about those aesthetic treatments. People are looking for natural-looking results with minimal downtime, and surveys show that 80% of patients are seeking a combination of procedures with longer-lasting results and shorter recovery times. And today, a board-certified plastic surgeon is joining us with a product designed to do just that. Please help me welcome Dr. Cameron Khoobehi. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Mel.
Yes, I am so excited to have you here. And okay, the name of the device that we're talking about, that you're introducing us all to, is called the Ignite RF. Tell us a little bit more about this machine.
This machine is based on radio frequency. And there are different hand pieces, different devices that helps, all of them help the patient to feel better, look better, and also treat the body and the skin. And we have Ignite RF for the body, and then we have the Morpheus8 for the face. And then we do treatments to basically tighten the skin. And that involves going from inside and outside. Basically, we are trying to rejuvenate the tissue by damaging it minimally, by heating it up, and let your body build the collagen.
And this is all using radio frequency?
Radio frequency. And radio frequency has been used for many, many years. It's not something new. We use it for cautery, for doing a surgery, for coagulation. So this device comes and targets it for the face and the body in a very safe way, without causing burn, without causing tissue damage, and by producing enough damage that lets your body helps and heals. And that's why there's gonna happen with this treatment, you're gonna see immediate result, but also you're gonna see result at about 2-3 months after the treatment.
We like long lasting, and what's interesting is that you're seeing the machine right there, and what's cool about the machine is that you can basically attach different parts and allow it to create different procedures. The first one I wanna talk about is called the Quantum RF. Tell me about how this one works.
This one is the device that, say, use the same machine, and then there's a probe that goes inside the body and then heats up the tissue.
We're under anesthesia for all this, right?
Well, you don't have to go to anesthesia. This is under local. This is, we call it the tumescent, which is a numbing medication, local anesthetic. And what it does has a probe at the tip of it that warms up the tissue, but has a special sensor that if it notices that body temperature goes to 48, 49, it shuts it down. So it's very safe. One of the key things is also safety. You want to have results, but also you want to be able to provide the procedure that is safe to the patient without causing any tissue damage.
This is fascinating. You all are seeing it being used on the tummy, but there are other areas that you can use Quantum RF on.
Correct. So we can use it for the arm, which is very common with the patient. And also we're seeing this very common these days with the patient starting doing the GLP, to the Ozempic, with the weight loss, and then they lose the weight, but then have the sagging of the tissue. And if it sags a lot, you need a surgery. But the patient like this one, you see in the arm, so we can do the radio frequency treatments and tighten the tissue from inside.
And how long does this procedure take?
Usually takes about, depends on what area, how big the patient is, between 20 to 40 minutes.
Really?
And it is really tolerated well, no downtime from it, because you don't make a big incision, there's not a big cut, and the recovery and pain is very easily tolerated.
Come on, there's an option for you as well. Another one, Morpheus8 Burst. Tell me about this one.
This goes back to the treatments that we had early on called the skin pen. There was a treatment you do it for the skin, and what it was, purpose of was to stimulate the body's collagen production. So this one is basically steroids on a skin pen, and has multiple pens that go through the skin, and you kind of for each patient, you adjusted how deep it's going to go, because my skin and your skin and somebody else's skin is going to be different. If you go too deep, you're going to cause more fat destruction. You don't want to do that. You don't want to destroy fat. Fat is good. I
We like fat, okay?
Yes,
fat is
good.
flavor,
Fat
that's
is
what I
beautiful.
say. And you're seeing some of the before and afters here.
This one is also for the body that kind of tighten the tissue. And other things also have to emphasize, the patient needs to take care of themselves too. You cannot just depend on a device to do everything. So we try to educate the patient, take care of yourself, weight control, exercise and everything, and then use the devices to give you the most comprehensive result to the patient.
It's a tool to help you on your weight loss journey if you want to do that. And there's one more procedure I want to highlight. BodyTite Turbo. BodyTite, okay. Tell me about this one.
The BodyTite Turbo is, again, device that goes inside the body and then burns the fat.
Okay.
This is for the patients that want to lose some fat without suctioning it.
Got it.
And you can see that the probe goes in and has a bipolar, so it kind of controls the depth of it and also how much energy you deliver to tighten the skin and also remove some of the, burn the fatty tissue.
This is so fascinating, and of course, in order to find out which procedure works best for you, you have to come in for a consultation. What age group do you find people starting to use the BodyTite or the Morpheus8?
For Morpheus8, for the skin pain and everything, usually a little bit older patients.
Okay.
When they're older, it starts from 35 to 45, starting it. And then for the body, really, there is no age issue. It depends on patient tissue. When the patient notices some area that's bothering them, they try to exercise, it didn't work, they want to get rid of some localized fat area, then the treatments become an option.
This is fascinating stuff. Again, everybody, we're all learning about the future of plastic surgery here on Great Day, Louisiana. Of course, before you decide to do any one of these different types of procedures, you need to have a consultation. And one person to have a consultation with is Dr. Khoobehi. Thank you so much for being here, my good sir. And look, everybody, if you want to set up a consultation, head over to Khoobehi.com or call 504-779-5538. Okay, fascinating stuff. And look, everyone, we are just getting started on this show today. It's springtime in New Orleans, so you know that means a lot is happening in our city. Over at the Museum of Art, you can be a part of something extraordinary at the inaugural Salon Supper Club. It's coming up on Thursday, May 22nd, presented by First Horizon Bank. This exclusive evening brings art and a signature dish from guest chef E.J. Lagasse, live music-themed cocktails, and a food menu in one unforgettable experience. You can also enjoy private gallery access and an immersive cultural celebration like no other. Tickets are limited, okay? So you need to reserve now at noma.org. All right, everybody, coming up next, like I said, we have a lot more. We've got Elizabeth Alquist, the owner of Blue Cypress Books, hanging out in our LCMC Health Wellness Lounge. She's talking coffee table books. It's a great way to start a conversation. We'll check out some beautiful local options later in the show. Plus, reminder, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. John Pierre and Expressions Band are here with details on a concert for mom. Look at them in their all white. Is that Frankie Beverly and Maze coming? We'll see. Join us for some music after the break.